Welcome to I Know Jax, the TV show where we focus on fun in Jacksonville. Every week I get emails from viewers and website visitors just like you who share their ideas about good stories, fun places to hang out, and fun things to do around town. Without you, there wouldn't be a show. Now, even though I come across as a guy who knows a lot about things to do around town, I really don't. But I do know what I like, and I have an unusual ability to find fun wherever it may be. You don't believe me? Hey, just keep watching the show and I'll prove you wrong. Now, before we go on, I want to share a story with you. The other day I went to Wally World for who knows what, and I was approached by two very nice ladies who are loyal fans of the show. They thanked me for doing a local show and introducing them to places they didn't know about. I want to say thank you, ladies. You know who you are. Please know I do this show for you and all the other folks out there who want to find a nice place to go out with friends and family and have a good time. I'm just blown away because this is happening more and more frequently now. Probably because we've been doing I Know Jax for over 6 months. It amazes me, and I'm so grateful for having such wonderful viewers. So thank you for all your emails and comments. Keep them coming and help me spread the word by telling your friends about iknowjax.com. Like many other fans, the two ladies I met told me they love the happy hour segment about craft beer. That was great to hear because the craft beer segment is something our fans kept asking us to do, and we listened. Many of our viewers have also asked us to do a wine segment, so we've added wine to the mix. In our next show, we're going to introduce our new wine segment. Jacksonville recently hosted a major international sporting event at Everbank Field, and many Scotsmen traveled to our area to watch Scotland play the USA men's national team. I happened to meet a Brian and a Brian from Edinburgh, Scotland, one evening and decided to try to look them up when I went to the game.
I'm here with 45,000 of my closest friends to watch the USA versus Scotland soccer game. No, it's football. Football everywhere else in the world. You hear them? There they are.
You could feel the excitement growing at Everbank Field. It didn't take long before the first goal of the evening was a fact and the US fans went crazy. From that point on, there was never any question. There were lots of chances for scoring and lots of nice plays. The Scots never really seemed to make it back into the game and had a hard time creating any real chances. I looked for my Scottish friends among kilts, hats, and tartan army flags, Brian and Brian. I love those guys. They're just always having a good time no matter what. But eventually the mood in the ranks of the tartan army of fans changed. The final score for the U.S. national team versus Scotland was 5-1 in the United States. I wouldn't be surprised if this is just the start of more major soccer matches coming to Jacksonville. After all, Florida is a big soccer state with lots of kids playing soccer, and it's a great sport. We'll be back after the break, so keep watching. I Know Jax is supported by these great businesses. CoastalCompanion.com, your guide to fun things to do on the coasts of South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. Check out our free Grillin' and Chillin' ebook full of summer recipes. Checkers Barbecue, where they specialize in cracker-style seafood made fresh by owner Art Jeanette, the king of cracker cooking. Come get your hot shrimp, baby. CamdenHappenings.com for all things Camden County. Make sure to join the CamdenHappenings.com newsletter for the latest Lovetown USA updates along with local event info. My friend Mark Wisdom, the beer guy, was thrilled when I told him about the two ladies from Wally World who loved his happy hour segment. He actually gets told the same thing when he's out and about as well. Lately, it seems as if I'm doing nothing but hanging out at Everbank Field or Veterans Memorial Arena between the Jacksonville Sharks games and the other events I'm doing stories about. And recently, there was a big beer festival at Veterans Memorial Arena organized by Buzz Magazine. And since Mark writes a column for them and it's a big industry event for brewers and beer experts, it was a given that he would be there. Lots of craft beer enthusiasts gathered in the arena for the event, but then there were, of course, others like me who were just looking for a good time. We're at the Jacksonville Veterans Memorial Arena for the Craft and Import Beer Festival, and this thing is huge. How huge is it, Mark?
This is a monster. This is the Super Bowl of Jacksonville beer festivals. There's 35 breweries here and over 300 different beers to drink.
300. I think it's so big, we're gonna have to divide and conquer.
Okay, you divide, I'll conquer.
I drink to that.
I'll drink. Hey, I'm Mark Wisdom, the beer guy, and you are?
I am Tiffany.
Hi, Tiffany. So, what do you think of this thing already?
I just got here and I love it. It is so much fun.
So how are you enjoying the beer festival so far?
It's great. I'm really liking it. Lots of different beers and get a chance to taste a lot of beers that I wouldn't otherwise be able to taste. So I'm really enjoying it.
And I understand you're into home brewing.
Yes, I am. I like home brewing, and I do that because I like good beer.
I tend to go to wheat beers or saisons, really sweet things. I appreciate pale ales and things like that, but I really do like sweet, like lighter things.
So beer, how do you taste?
Really good!
If you had to choose a style of beer that was your favorite, which would it be?
We actually brewed our own beer one time, and it was a double wheat IPA, and it was really good.
So Mark, how are you feeling tonight?
I feel great. This is the best event ever.
I think it's going really well. Are you having fun so far?
I'm having a great time. We're out here talking to a lot of people, having a wonderful time tonight.
So Mike, I understand you're with Buzz Magazine. You guys are responsible for putting this whole thing together. What was it that inspired you to start this?
We teamed up with Champion Brands about 4 years ago, and through the first one, it continues to grow. We utilize the Craft Import Beer Festival not only as an educational program to really show people how really the craft import market and the food pairings, but also to raise money for great charities. So,
tell me a little bit about the charities you guys support.
one of the major ones is Southside Businessmen's Club that has about 300 members, and they come out, they volunteer. We have a silent auction that raises a lot of, actually people get a lot of great items, but they've been a partner for the last 4 years, along with Chamber of Commerce, Westside Council, and several others.
I think it's a great event. There's a lot of beers on display here, a lot from different states that I've never seen before. One particularly caught my eye, Breckenridge Brewing Company from Colorado that I've never heard of before.
You've tasted a few beers, I hope.
Yes, absolutely.
Any favorites so far?
It's a tie between Blue Moon and Carib. The Carib has been really good. That's a new one to me, so I really like that.
What does craft beer mean to you?
Getting away from the normal, trying different flavors and tastes and things maybe you never even heard of before.
Out of all the beers you've tasted so far, which one's your favorite?
See, I don't keep track of stuff like that. Like I can say like first floor, second row.
So
the eighth one I tried.
Was it dark or light?
I don't know. I like anything that has an alcohol content. I'm pretty much a fan.
Okay. So what are you looking forward to next?
More beer.
Okay, because we have a saying on our show.
Okay.
Beer is good.
Yes.
So beer is good.
Beer is good.
More beer?
More beer is better.
There you go. She got it.
And I did study.
Yeah, you did study. That was pretty huge.
It was monstrous.
I could do this like every night.
Every night.
But I guess we'll have to wait till next year.
I know, I'm sad.
I hate my job. I just know how to pick them. I think Mark found some great beers at the event and had great discussions about the intricacies of beer brewing and totally geeked out. Me? I just found new friends and had a great time. Next, let's take a look at what's happening on the rest of the coast in our area. A great place to visit in South Carolina is the Oceanfront State Park, Edisto Park. You probably already know that the loggerhead turtle is an endangered sea turtle that comes to our beaches in South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida to lay their eggs every year. Many parks on the coast have special educational programs about the sea turtles. Sea turtle nesting season lasts from May through August. Usually hatchlings emerge at night and head out for the ocean. Often when you walk on the beach, you can see the nests that have been marked by the Sea Turtle Patrol. Edisto Park has a sea turtle program every year where you can learn all about these fascinating animals, and it's a perfect activity for the family to do together. The program explores the life cycle of the sea turtle, challenges to conservation, and how you can help save the turtles. Following a 45-minute presentation, participants will go on a guided nighttime beach walk. There's no guarantee that you will actually see sea turtles or hatchlings, but you might see tracks, and who knows? You might be one of the lucky ones who get to see a loggerhead sea turtle returning to the ocean after laying her eggs. The loggerhead sea turtle is the South Carolina state reptile and is the most commonly observed sea turtle off the South Carolina coast. Edisto Beach State Park also has trails for hiking and biking. The park's Environmental Education Center is a green building with exhibits that highlight the natural history of Edisto Island and the surrounding Ace Basin. For overnight accommodations, furnished cabins sit nestled in the woods and campsites can be found along the Edisto Island oceanfront or in the shaded maritime forest. For more information, call Edisto Beach State Park at 843-869-2156. I Know Jax is supported by these great businesses. CoastalCompanion.com, your guide to fun things to do on the coasts of South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. Check out our free Grillin' and Chillin' ebook full of summer recipes. Checkers Barbecue, where they specialize in cracker-style seafood made fresh by owner Art Jeanette, the king of cracker cooking. Come get your hot shrimp, baby! CamdenHappenings.com for all things Camden County. Make sure to join the CamdenHappenings.com newsletter for the latest Lovetown USA updates along with local event info. I Know Jax and the Girls Gone Green are having a launch party for their segment at the Green Room in Jax Beach. I'm going to be there and you should come too. The party is on June 7th at 7 p.m., so that's easy to remember, 7 at 7. I'll see you then. And now, let's see what the Girls Gone Green have going on for this segment.
Hi, I'm Julie Watkins, one of the girls in the organization, The Girls Gone Green. As the new kid on the block on what I believe is Jacksonville's highest rated show, let me start off by introducing who we are and give you a brief rundown of all the interesting stories we're going to feature in the shows to come. First, you should know The Girls Gone Green is a Jacksonville-based nonprofit dedicated to exploring environmental, animal, and health issues. During our explorations, we come across plenty of amazing tales, like people who are living a cleaner, greener healthier lifestyle, and we hear about all the must-see events happening in your community. Luckily for us, Joe Talentino is giving us the opportunity to now share this valuable information with you. So make sure you tune in every Saturday night to the CW17 at 11 as we spend a couple of minutes of each episode detailing what's stirring up in our backyard. We'll make sure every story leaves you feeling inspired while including ways to get involved in your community. Coming up next week, we're going to meet a young girl who left everything behind to fulfill her dream of traveling the continental U.S. in search of the best foods from each state. Wait until you hear about her discoveries that she found in the River City.
Despite having a really great job at an animal welfare organization, I just felt like there was kind of something missing. And I stumbled upon some blogs and books that inspired me and were focused more on non-traditional lifestyles and nomadic living and passive income, and it really struck a chord with me.
Upcoming shows includes a conversation with the guy who, after experiencing health problems, not only completely changed his diet, but he changed his career. He is now on track to offer the only organic hot sauce in this area.
We buy everything organic, and there are not many organic hot sauces in the marketplace. So I've always loved hot, spicy things.
And we'll introduce you to a radio host / author who hops on her bike every year to ride across the country, all in an effort to raise awareness about healthier lifestyle choices.
It is to stand up for food and health freedoms and to have a better sustainable world for our children.
We'll also feature easy and more often than not nutritious recipes. We'll spotlight green action, and we'll bring to your attention local people who are making a difference. Make sure you check out our website, thegirlsgonegreen.com, where you can follow our blog and share with us ways you're going green and getting healthy. We'll see you next week with ways to help you live a happier and healthier lifestyle. Back to you, Joe.
As far as events are concerned, this is traditionally one of the busiest times in Jacksonville with the big jazz festival downtown, and this year Jacksonville was also host to the Scotland versus USA soccer game. And in soccer terms, this was actually a so-called friendly. Now there's another type of friendly competition coming to Everbank Field. On June 7th, the Jacksonville Food Fight enters the stadium. This year, it's the 22nd year for this annual event. It's taking place at the Touchdown Club at Everbank Field. Jacksonville Food Fight features 50 of Jacksonville's finest restaurants and beverage wholesalers and distributors. And this event is also labeled a friendly competition. More than 1,200 guests are expected to show up and fight for food throughout 2 floors. Actually, I don't think fighting will be necessary. I've heard this event is just awesome. And the best thing is, just by participating and buying a ticket, you will help fight hunger in Jacksonville because the proceeds from the event benefit Second Harvest North Florida. Since 1989, the Jacksonville Food Fight has raised more than $1 million in the fight against hunger. Just that is pretty impressive. Find out more about the event at jacksonvillefoodfight.org. Another place to visit on Saturday is, of course, the Riverside Arts Market under the Fuller Warren Bridge. On June 9th, for the first time ever on the St. Johns River, a group of swimmers will make the 12-mile passage from Walter Jones Park in Mandarin all the way down to Ram. Come out and cheer them on and support the St. Johns River. You can find more information about this fundraiser swim at facebook.com/uptheriver2012. Now, June 9th is a big day for another reason. Yep, that's right. The home opener of the professional rugby team, Jacksonville Axemen, at UNF's Hodges Stadium at 5 p.m. I will be there, and I expect to see lots of you there too. Did I mention they have dollar beer specials? Now, if for some unimaginable reason you can't make it to the game, then please go to iknowjax.com/rugby to watch the game being streamed live. That's all for today, folks. Before I go, I have something to share with you. Right now, we are working on our summer production schedule for I Know Jax. We have lots of ideas floating around. There's a whole bunch of brainstorming going on behind the scenes, and we've been adding a few contributors to the team. Our audience is growing both here on CW17 and online. For that, we are so grateful. Now, I'm going to ask you for some help. What can you do to help us? Well, first and foremost, help us spread the word. There are a lot of people in greater Jacksonville area who don't know us like you do. So help us by telling a friend about us. Remind people to watch the show, or just tell them to go to our website at iknowjax.com and sign up for the newsletter. The more our audience grows, the more fun we can have with the show. Tell all your Facebook friends about us, and don't forget about the party at the Green Room on June 7th at 7 p.m. I look forward to seeing you all there. I'll be back next week with a new episode of everyone's favorite show, I Know Jax. Until then, I'll see you on the internet. I Know Jax is supported by these great businesses. CoastalCompanion.com, your guide to fun things to do on the coasts of South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. Check out our free Grillin' and Chillin' ebook full of summer recipes. Checkers Barbecue, where they specialize in cracker-style seafood made fresh by owner Art Jeanette, the king of cracker cooking. Come get your hot shrimp, baby! CamdenHappenings.com for all things Camden County. Make sure to join the CamdenHappenings.com newsletter for the latest Lovetown USA updates along with local event info.